Yeah, look, we freshened them up after the weekend playing Friday night, but today we'll have a good hard hit out for a weekend off. So you want to keep that match fitness, especially when you got the bye. So we'll get that into them pretty much today.
You had the 5 games in 15 days. Was it important just to have a couple of days?
Yeah, just to relax a little bit, take the steam out. But look, we knew that schedule a good 2 months before pre-season, so that's what we worked pre-season for, the first 6 games. Then we can take a little bit of a breath and then get ready for these next lot of games till Christmas.
Matty Knight guaranteed to play the next home game?
Not 100%. We're looking about 85, 90% at the moment. So Matty's still got to get through today's game, today's practice and next week. But hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing else goes wrong and be suiting up next week.
Bonus having him back, but does it make your job a little bit harder with Tommy Jervis so impressive at the start of the year?
Yeah, I think the thing with when Mac does come back, it's just the chemistry on court. He's right now where he should have been 8 weeks ago. So the teams move forward with their how they're playing together and the chemistry on the court. And Matt has a lot of catching up to do. The last thing we want to do is put him in and we're going backwards. We want to just integrate him slowly to get him back to full health.
He's had a lot of injury problems. Can you afford to, with a 6-0 start, protect him a little bit over the next little period?
I think we'll protect him enough. Once he's okay, if he gets the green light to go, he's good. It's more so his match condition and getting in sync with the other players on the court. Look, once you can't have the crystal ball and say that he's going to be good for the next 4 weeks or the rest of the season. It's just one of those things that happen, but playing smart about it too.
So is he back doing full training now?
I'll tell you in about 2 hours.
Can you see him and Tom on the floor at the same time, Trev, or will you just be rotating between them?
Yeah, I think that's a good dynamic. Yeah, Matt's got that ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter, and so has Tommy, but Tommy's predominantly around in the paint, so that'll be a combination that we'll test out on the training court, and if it works, we'll certainly throw it in there on game day.
You mentioned after the game last week that you'd rather be playing while you're sort of rolling at the moment. Are you worried about losing a bit of momentum?
You can't worry about those things. That's the way the schedule is. It's obviously when you're playing well, you want to play as many games as possible. And it's the same when you have injuries and don't play well. You want the bye weekend to come so you can repair yourself. But that's the way it is. And we'll just take our breath this week with the weekend off and get ready for next Thursday night.
The message to the guys over this fortnight is very much keep the foot down.
Yeah, we've got to have the ability to keep improving. We can't stay still. There's other teams reloading with their imports. There's other teams getting some players back in health, and we certainly don't want to stay still. We want to keep improving every day we're here at practice.
I probably know the response, but is this the best team you've coached in your time?
Oh, look, I've coached. When I coached in the States, it was you had 5 imports like James playing for you, so it'd be up there. The chemistry here has been probably fast-tracked. I didn't think the chemistry would be really to halfway, second half of the season. The guys have been really getting in sync with each other a lot earlier than I expected, and that's been shown on the court.
It's been the strength of this team over many years, hasn't it? The chemistry. It just seems like they're good blokes. Has that made it easier for James and Jermaine to come in? Yeah,
well, look, you got the 4 guys are there right now from last year. They're bringing everybody in under the umbrella, so to speak, and they've been fantastic with Damo, Greg, and Jesse and Sean. And it's we just kind of carried that on and hopefully added a little bit to it.
Damien's shooting blew everyone away. Has he worked pretty hard on that? Can you give us something that might have improved over the off-season?
Yeah, it's just getting the repetition up. Like, you can shoot, and it's just getting the repetition up so you're confident to shoot the ball. But look, we're really happy where Damo is, especially coming back from the Achilles. He's done a tremendous job, and I think that block shot really summed up that he's back in 100%. So hopefully we can maintain that.
Nick's been talking about the Miami guys coming out here to look at James. Have you got any more detail on when they might be here?
No, I haven't, but I believe it's probably late in the year or early next year.
Are you switching your phone off so they don't come out?
Oh, look, it happens. We're hopeful that James will stay. I'm pretty confident that he will. He's been not only a great player but a great teammate out there, so we want to keep that chemistry together.
Trevor, what does he have to improve on as a player to take that next step and impress Miami enough to get him at some stage? Hopefully not this year, but
yeah, it's a different kettle of fish, the NBA, where you got the athletic. It's just the quickness and the strength of those guys. James is playing against white guys that are not as quick at that first step, so that's an area that he has to improve his fundamentals to get past the better athletes. And on the defensive end, because they've got the NBA rules, they just isolate you if you can't contain. So they're two things that probably don't show up on a stat sheet, but it's something that he's going to have to add to his game.
And how do you work with that and help him? Obviously that's a responsibility of you as well,
Right.
to help him get there.
Yeah, look, we want him to get there without a question. We work with him every day. We break down film with him, and it's a gradual thing. It's not something that you can do for a couple of weeks. It's going to get built up. I think he's better defensively now than he was a month ago, and hopefully next month he'll be better again.
Do you have any dialogue with the Miami guys, or was there at the start when they might have told you we want him to work on this, that?
We did at the start, but not so much when they're getting ready for the start of their season. Obviously they're busy, but we'll open that up a little bit later on.